1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Imagine you're standing 15 feet in the air, surrounded by hundreds of people, and the only thing that you can hear is the sound of your own heart racing. You only have one option left: jump. It may sound like I just described an intense scene from an action film, but what I've actually described is one of the many challenges you will face should you ever decide to sign up for an obstacle course race. As you can see in the video playing behind me, fitness fanatics endure everything from jumping into ice-filled water, jumping off of high platforms, and leaping over fire. These types of races have become so popular that according to Sarah Young, author of A Muddied Industry in ACSM's Health and Fitness Journal, in 2011 there were an estimated 300 or more races that took place, and 40 or more of those took place right here in Florida. I myself have participated in 5, as you can see from these medals, and I plan on doing 2 more toward the end of the year. Now, if you have ever decided to sign up for one of these races, there's probably a few things you should know before you do. So today, I am here to inform you on the background of these races, the charity impact that they have on the world, and the safety knowledge that is needed in order to survive. Yes, you heard me right, I did say survive. Now, if any of you here are history enthusiasts, it may not surprise you to hear that these types of obstacle course races have been around for a very long time. In fact, Nicole Mullins, author of Obstacle Course Challenges in Journal of Exercise Physiology Online, it is documented that these types of races go back as far as the Roman Empire. The military, in fact, has used these races for a very, very long time. With the help of mud and inclement weather, they assist in training and building endurance, which is huge, especially if they're ever forced into war. Fitness boot camps and CrossFit sites use this type of training for very similar reasons. Now, these actual races were built in order to test one's limits physically. You can either choose to compete for prizes or just sign up and see how far you can push yourself. Either way, you're going to feel some kind of sense of accomplishment. Now, these races were not only built for the racers. In fact, each and every one that was organized was done so in order to help some kind of charity. For example, the Tough Mudder, which according to Nick Menchaca, author of Adventure Races in Parks and Recreation, Tough Mudder has been around since 2010 and raised $2 million in 2014 alone. That is huge. The success rate of these races has built so many more organizations to get their own races going on so that they can help millions and millions of people every single day. Some of the charities that are helped are the Wounded Warrior Project, Make-A-Wish Foundation, and the Youth Alliance. Now, none of this matters if you don't make it out alive, right? So, you want to know what you're getting yourself into. As I said before, these races are built to test your limits. According to Lisa Etter, author of The Few, the Proud, and the Extreme in the ABA Journal, the rise in popularity of these races also raises the risk of injury and death. These obstacles are very, very difficult. It does not matter if you have trained for months or trained for a week. There's always a risk of getting hurt or worse. I've personally witnessed a girl fall off of a wall 5 feet high and injure her arm severely. If it were not for the help of the people around her, she would not have received the help that she needed to immediately. Always stick with your buddy, and you never want to be alone. Weather is also huge. Yes, these races will stop a race should there be severe storms in the area, but you should always be aware of your surroundings. If you are up north and it's a cold day and you're jumping into ice-filled water, you can get hypothermia. If you are racing in Florida at the hottest time of the day, you can get heat stroke. Always stay hydrated and always hit every single water station throughout the race. Some of these races last as long as 12 miles. As with all things physical, there's always going to be danger associated, but you should not let this stop you. By learning a little bit more about the background of these races, the charity that helps them, and the dangers that may lurk at each event, I hope that this has assisted in your decision should you ever decide to sign up. No matter what, never let fear get in the way, and always remember to jump. At this time, I would like to open it up to you guys, should you have any questions for me. Yes?
How do you train for this?
Well, that's a very good question, actually. The past 5 that I've done, I've never actually trained. I've always told myself, yes, you're going to train, and I never did. Right now, I am doing boot camp. I've been doing it since the beginning of March, so hopefully by the time October comes, I will be good and ready. Anyone else?
How can I sign up?
That's a very good question. All you have to do is go onto Google and search mud runs, adventure races, obstacle course races. I can guarantee 1 million of them will pop up, or you can give me a call and I'll get you signed up on one of my teams. Anyone else?
What's the most fearful obstacle that you've overcome?
For myself, anything to do with heights. I am terrified of heights. As a matter of fact, the beginning of my speech, I think my heart started racing just talking about being 15 feet in the air. So I have not accomplished every single one of my height goals, but there have been a few that have gotten me over some of my fears. You got time for one more question?
Have you ever gotten hurt?
I've personally not gotten hurt, but as I said before, I have witnessed a girl get hurt. I have seen Baithlite come in and actually have to take people out. I've also read of people falling into fire. Yes, this is me in my very first race, jumping over fire. It's pretty scary. You don't think you can do it? Don't do it. I swear it's not worth it. Anyway, thank you guys for your time, and I hope you enjoyed.